sailor, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
I'm Paul Bennett at Downeast Thunder Creations here in Milbridge, Maine. We're located along Maine's Bold Coast, not very far from the U.S.-Canadian border. And I'm not doing any boat building projects this week. I received a drone as a Christmas present, and it's a small, relatively inexpensive starter drone, and it's exactly what I wanted. So I've never flown drones before, so I wanted to use something like that to get started, learn how to operate it, get comfortable with it before I invest bigger money in a more professional drone. Because later on I'll want to take aerial shots when I have the boat completed and in the water to add to my videos, and for other reasons as well. And so I got the drone going yesterday, and it does take video, and I found that it's relatively easy to operate. And I started playing with it without using the video, just to take off and land. And then I hooked up, this uses Wi-Fi or Bluetooth with the smartphone, and the smartphone goes on the controller. So I did that, and I was able to mate, or what do they call it, pairing. I paired the my smartphone with the drone, and I was reading a picture from the drone on my smartphone, and so I started the video and I started flying it again. It didn't take very long. I mean, I flew it without the video, and now I was flying it again, and I was having fun, and it was easy to control, and I was buzzing it all around. But the thing I forgot is this tiny little drone only has about maybe 5 minutes of flight time, and then the battery, the battery just goes dead, and you have to charge it up again, or take another battery that's charged and swap it out. And I kind of forgot about that, and I flew the drone. I was going to take an aerial view of our duck pond, and so it was up over the duck coop. I was just getting ready to take some of the duck pond aerial video, and all of a sudden I started losing control. No matter what I did, it wasn't responding. And next thing you know, the rotor just stopped, and it plunged down into the trees. And then I realized, oops. I looked at the video, the time on the bottom of the video, I was over 5 minutes. And so, I'd flown it a little bit before that, so I was well over. And so I lost the drone. It was stuck up in the tree. It was yesterday afternoon. I was losing sunlight. It was getting darker. Sundown was a little after 4 p.m. here in Maine, and it was about 1:15, and it was just getting too dark to be able to see much. And it was just, these are all fir trees, spruce trees, and it was somewhere lost up very thick branches and needles, and I just couldn't even see where it was. And but all's well now. This morning I went out. It was snowing out. We were having a big snowstorm all day today. Everything's closed. But this morning we only had about ½ an inch accumulation at that point. And I found the drone. And we have, here in Maine, we get a lot of snow, and so we have roof rakes. Roof rakes are, it's like aluminum rake, real long pole, so you can reach up on the roof and remove some of the snow so it doesn't get too heavy. And that was the longest pole I had, and it was enough to reach up there, up near where the drone was, shake it loose. At that point I didn't know where the drone was. I knew it was up there, but I didn't know where. But the drone came loose, came down a couple of branches to where I could see it, and I was able to knock it loose from there. I was able to reach it. And so I now have the drone back. Otherwise you wouldn't see any pictures of the drone. And I also have the video. And I had to figure out how to take the video from my iPhone and get it onto a PC. So my wife helped me out with that. So that's what this video is about. Sorry for the long explanation. I just wanted to know what was going on. A little crash and burn action. I think I've learned my lesson. I'm going to have fun with this little drone, and I don't think it's going to be long before I get a much bigger one, a little bit more professional, and it'll run longer. So please subscribe, like, and share, do all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Check out my Patreon page. You can subscribe for as little as $1 a month, and there's all kinds of tricks and tips about not only boat building but other things. So stick with me. Watch the video, kick back, buy yourself a drone, they're fun. Thanks for watching.